All right. Excuse me. Sorry. So this is the lesson we did in class. I'm going to go through this. This video might be a little longer than the others because I'm going to do both activities. Now, we've got 8 avocados costing $4. Now, there's multiple ways to do this question. We've got part A, part B, part C. So 8 avocados cost $4. So how much does 16 cost? Well, one way is if 8 costs $4 and we're looking for how much does 16 cost. Well, 8 times 2 is 16. So times 2 is 8. So it's $8. Sorry. Wants to flop around. Now, another way is I'm going to do this up here. Take the number line. The double number line. So, avocados and price. Well, 8 costs $4. So 16, 0 costs 0. 8 costs 4, so counting by 8, 16 costs 8. And then if I were to continue, this would be 24 costs 12. Well, in part B, it says how much do 20 cost? Well, 20 is halfway between 16 and 24. So that's right here. Okay, that's this number here. It's halfway. And so that would be here. And so halfway between 8 and 12 is 10. Now, again, another way to think of this is, well, if 8 costs $4, if I do 8 divided by 4, I get 2. So that's 2 for $1. So if I want 20, so times 10 gives me 20, times 10 gives me 10. Now, for 9 avocados, well, for this, we need to find out how much 1 avocado costs. So, again, if we go back to the number line, well, half of 8 is 4. Well, half of 4 is 2. And then from there, half of 4 is 2. Half of 2 is 1. Well, to get 1, half of 2 is 1. And so half of 1 is a half, or 0.5. Okay? So 1 avocado costs 50 cents. Well, we need 9. Well, we know 8 is $4 and 1 is 50 cents. So plus 50 cents That's too far. So plus 50 cents is $4.50. Okay. Now, for number 2. 2 large bottles of water. 12 large bottles of water cost $9. So, how many can you buy for $3? What is the cost of 1 bottle of water? So, cost per bottle. And how much would 7 bottles cost? For me, I think the easiest way to do this is answer this one first. Okay? And so what we do is we say the $9 divided by 12. And that'll give us the cost of 1. Now, if you've got a calculator, great. If not, this is where the long division comes in. And so 12 goes outside, 9 goes inside. 12 doesn't go into 9. 12 does go into 90 7 times. 7 times 12. 7 times 2 is 14, carry 1. 7 times 1 is 7, plus the 1 is 8. Subtract, and we get 6. Bring down the 0. 12 goes into 60 5 times. And so 5 times 12 is 60. And so the cost of 1 bottle is 75 cents. And so now that we know that it's 75 cents for 1 bottle, now we can answer these 2 questions. So how much can you buy for $3? Sorry, I did the long division off the screen. Forgot I was zoomed in. I apologize. So 12 goes into 90 7 times. Subtract 5 times 12. My apologies. I know some of you were sitting there going, we can't see it. Move the camera. I'm sorry. Now, so to find the $3, there's a couple ways we can do that. We can do $3 divided by 75 cents. We can repeatedly add 75 cents. This is a matter of what's easiest for you. And so I know for me what's easiest because I know this real quick. I know 75 cents and 75 cents is $1.50. And I know that $1.50 and $1.50 is $3. And so that was 2, and 2 and 2 is 4. So that's 4 bottles. Okay, so it's just, you can do 3 divided by 0.75. It's just a matter of what's easiest for you. Now, for letter C, 7 bottles. Well, we know that 4 is 3. Now, we know from right here that 2 is $1.50. And so 150 plus 75 cents, 12 Strawberry one is $2.25. And so that's 3 bottles, and 4 bottles is $5.25. So 7 bottles is $5.25. Okay, let's take a look at question 3. Lights went out. Let's turn them on. There we go. So we've got a 10-pound sack of flour that costs $8. So how much does a 40 pounds of flour cost? Well, and it's how much for 1 pound? Well, again, we can find out this one in order to find this one, but it's also really easy to get from 10 to 40. 10 times 4 is 40. And so if 10 times 4 is 40, we do 8 times 4 to get our answer. And so that's $32. Okay. Now for the price per pound, that's $8 divided by 10. I didn't really leave myself enough room there, so I'm going to come over here. Well, 10 doesn't go into 8, so I put the decimal. 10 goes into 80 8 times, and so that's 0.8. So 0.80 or 80 cents. So it's 80 cents per pound. And again, we could have used the double number line, but division is really a lot quicker. If you're happier with the double number line, by all means, go ahead. If you want to draw diagrams, by all means, go ahead. It's a little difficult, though, with diagrams because of the decimal aspect. Okay? It's hard to find out for the price of 1 when we've got decimals. Okay? Because you can't really draw, it's hard to draw 0.8 of something for a diagram. Okay, so that was activity 1. I'm going to stop the video here, and I will make a separate video for activity 2.